The third part to the economics of Canada, we'll talk about NAFTA, which is a 5-letter word which stands for North American Free Trade Agreement. On January 1st, 1994, the governments of Canada, Mexico, and the United States entered into an agreement called the North American Free Trade Agreement. NAFTA was written to create a free trade area in North America. Free trade means that countries may freely trade with each other without having to pay a tariff, which is a tax, on those goods. And there was President Clinton signing the NAFTA into law with the two gentlemen from Canada and New Mexico and Vice President Al Gore. NAFTA lowered trade barriers in between three countries, making the world's largest free trade zone. The agreement opened the door for free trade, ending tariffs on various goods and services, and implementing equality between Canada, U.S., and Mexico. NAFTA greatly increased trade and economic integration in North America. There you have the big three countries on North America. The functions for NAFTA: it eliminated tariffs, it removed restrictions on investments, removing custom barriers at border crossings, establishing tough standards for environmental health and safety regulations, and it improved work conditions. There you can see a flag, which was one of the representations of NAFTA with America, Mexico, and Canada. There are many positives. Free trade increased sales and profits for Mexico, Canada, and the U.S., thus strengthening the economies of these countries. The lack of tariffs allowed Mexico to sell its goods in the U.S. and Canada at lower prices. You can see the graph of the economic growth, how it went up, up, and up. That's what you want your sales to do, go up. More positives: that made Mexican products more competitive in these markets and increased Mexicans' profits, and it tried to develop its economy. Free trade is an opportunity for the U.S. to provide financial help to Mexico by making jobs available in factories located there. And you can see the factory workers. Of course, there were some negatives. Free trade has caused more U.S. job losses than gains, especially for higher wage jobs. People work for lower wages, and there are fewer labor regulations in Mexico, so American factories have moved across the border. Factories called maquiladoras are built on the Mexican border, and workers are hired there to make goods at a much lower wage than workers would be paid in the U.S. Mexico does not have as strict environmental regulations as Canada and U.S., so when factories move across the border, they contribute to much of the pollution that went on in North America. Some argue that our borders should be open like Europe, the EU, while others feel borders should be closed. And there you can see some of the pollution that went on.